I assumed my standard horror movie fetal position. My knees were pulled to my chest. My heart was pounding. This is in paragraph number 1, right? So what do you think are the differences between this sentence here in the exercise and paragraph number 1? What can we change to make this sentence similar to the one that we have in the paragraph? What can we change? Any ideas?
I think they are separate.
They are separated. Yes, okay. In which one? In the sentence or in the paragraph?
In the sentence.
Okay, very good. We have a period here, right? And we have here 2 columns. So, what other differences can you notice? Are there any other differences?
The time teacher,
The sentences use
the sentences in the past.
verb to be in past
Verb to be in the past, were pulled.
and was pounding.
Okay, very good. Here we have knees, were pulled, and in this one we don't have the verb to be. And here was pounding. Okay, very good. And we also omit the possessive adjective here, my, right? So we need to erase this and the verb in the past. Here we need to erase the possessive, okay? And here the verb. So these are some things that we can change, right? To make the 2 sentences similar. Very good. Let's go to the number 2. The neurological system in our brain that are stimulated by fear are the same as those that are associated with pleasure. This is in paragraph number 4, right? So, what do you think we need to change to make this sentence number 2 similar to the one that we have in the paragraph?
Yeah.
What can we change?
Oh, you say teacher, by Participle? No.
Again, please.
In the part of our brains that are stimulated, our brains stimulated by fear.
Okay, yes. So we need to erase this part that are
Yeah,
stimulate,
that
right?
are
Very good. Any other? Stimulated by fear.
by.
Anything else? Anything else that we can erase here?
That are associated.
Yes, that are associated. Yes, very
That
good.
are.
Yes, we can erase these 2 lines, these 2 parts, and we have similar sentences, right? Let's go to the next one. Number 3, your amygdala gets stimulated just as it would by winning a soccer game, and it unleashes a brain and body energizing cocktail of hormones. This is in paragraph number 5. What do you think? Do we need to change anything here?
Yes, teacher.
What? What can we change?
And
As
it unleashes a brain.
okay, very good. We need to erase this and change the verb, right?
Yeah,
Because here we have unleashes and here we have unleashing.
continue. Yeah.
Yes, so we need to change the verb. Okay, as you can see, we can say exactly the same thing, but using different forms, right? So today we're going to check how can we change these sentences, okay? And we are going to use participle clauses. But first, we are going to understand what is a participle. What is a participle? We have listened to this word many times. What is a participle? Do you remember what is a participle? When can you listen to this word, participle? When have you heard this word?
For the present perfect,
The present
Present.
perfect?
Yeah.
Yes. We use a verb in the past participle, right?
In the past part.
So the participle is a form of the verb, okay? It's a verb in a different form, okay? So we can have different kind of participles, not just the past participle, okay? So we can have the present participle that are the verbs that finish in ing. These are present participles. Or we can call them gerunds, or we can call them the ing form of the verb, okay? But one of their names are the present participle, okay? Entonces podrían llamarse de esta forma también. Y también tenemos el past participle, que es el que ustedes conocen para el present perfect, past perfect, todos los the perfect tenses, right? Been, had, gone, looked, okay? So we are going to use, of course, we have more participle verbs, but in this lesson, we are going to use these two, the present participle and the past participle, okay? Let's see when and how can we use them to make participle clauses. Do you remember what is a clause? We have discussed this before, right? What is a clause? Because we are going to talk about participle clauses, right? Participle clauses. So what is a clause? ¿Qué significa esto? Clause. Ya lo hemos visto antes, ¿cierto?
That contain a subject and a verb.
Yes, very good. It's a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. Very good. Okay, so here we have some sentences. Students who hand in their essays late will lose 10 marks. Okay, so as you can see, we have a sentence. And here we have a clause after who hand in their essays late. This is a clause, right? And then we have here students handing in their essays late will lose 10 marks. As you can see in this sentence, we are using a present participle to replace this part of the sentence. ¿Ok? ¿Qué tipo de oración es esta o qué tipo de clause tenemos acá? Who hand in their essays late.
Descriptive.
Again, please.
It's a clause descriptive.
Descriptive?
And
Not exactly. Anybody else? Who hand in their essays late. ¿Qué tipo de clause tenemos acá? Ya lo hemos avanzado también. Cuando tenemos who al principio de una clause, ¿qué clase de clause es esta? Cuando tenemos who, what, which, that, where.
W. H. Question.
Yes, eso es para preguntas, pero cuando están en una oración, ¿qué se llaman? Relative clauses, right? Relative clauses, because this is a relative pronoun. Okay? So we have a relative clause. And we can replace the relative pronoun here for a verb in the present participle. Okay? Si se dan cuenta, ocupamos el mismo verbo, pero lo transformamos al present participle con ing y eliminamos el relative pronoun. Okay? Let's see. We can use the present participle to replace verbs in the simple tense or in continuous tenses. Could be in the present or in the past simple, or in the present or in the past continuous. Entonces, siempre que tengan una oración en el presente o en el tiempo simple o en el tiempo continuo, vamos a reemplazarlo con un present participle. ¿Ok? Y luego tenemos esta oración. The vase which was made in China in the 14th century is very valuable. ¿Ok? Como pueden ver, aquí también tenemos una relative clause. Which was made in China in the 14th century. ¿Ok? ¿Qué tipo de tiempo gramatical tenemos acá? Which was made. ¿Qué tiempo gramatical es este? Was made.
Past simple.
Past simple.
Passive voice. Passive voice in the past simple, right? Very good. So, we can replace this passive voice for a verb in the past participle. Ok, aquí también tenemos la misma relative clause, pero ya no utilizamos el relative pronoun. Ya no lo utilizamos más, which was made. Lo eliminamos. Y esta voz pasiva que teníamos acá, la cambiamos por un past participle. ¿Ok? Utilizamos el mismo verbo y lo transformamos a un past participle. Was made. ¿Ok? Entonces, reemplazamos las oraciones en la voz pasiva, de passive voice, con un verbo en past participle. ¿Ok? Esa es la forma en la que vamos a hacer este tipo de participle clauses. ¿Alguna pregunta hasta aquí? Ok, vamos al libro y vamos a hacer el grammar panel. ¿Ok? Participle clauses. There are two kinds of participle clauses. In the present participle clause, that we use the verb in the ing form. For example, loud music blaring from the TV woke me in the middle of the night. Como pueden ver, aquí tenemos un verbo con ing, entonces esta es una participle clause. Present participle clause. Y aquí tenemos the amygdala located in front and centered in the brain registers both fear and pleasure. And as you can see in this clause, we have a past participle. That is the verb, the past participle can be regular or irregular. Verbs with ed or their irregular form, right? And we have the uses. When do we use these participle clauses? We can use this. It says, participle clauses are mainly used in writing. Okay, they are often used in news reports and they allow a lot of information to be condensed into a small number of words. ¿Para qué lo utilizamos? Para que no sea tan larga nuestra oración. para hacer que nuestra oración sea más reducida, para que utilicemos menos palabras, ¿ok? Especialmente en algo que sea escrito. Dice, we often use participle clauses to shorten relative clauses, para acortar las relative clauses, que eso es algo que vimos en los ejemplos anteriores, ¿cierto? The present participle replaces a verb in a simple or continuous tense. Eso también ya lo vimos. Cuando teníamos un tiempo simple o un tiempo continuo, utilizamos el present participle para reemplazarlo, ¿cierto? Por ejemplo, loud music which was blurring from the TV. En lugar de decir was blurring, podríamos decir loud music just blurring from the TV. Okay? Then we have here another example, the castle which stands on a hill. This castle standing on a hill. En lugar de decir which stand, cambiamos el verbo al present participle. ¿Ok? Y luego aquí tenemos el past participle. Replaces a verb in the passive voice, right? The amygdala which is located, en lugar de decir which is located, podríamos decir solamente the amygdala located. ¿Ok? Entonces eso es algo que vimos anteriormente. And then we have, it says, B. We use participle clauses to combine sentences, para combinar oraciones, para unirlas. When the subject of the verb changes, the new subject is often given before the participle clause to avoid ambiguity. ¿Ok? Si tenemos dos sujetos en nuestra oración, la participle clause va en el segundo sujeto. Por ejemplo, aquí tenemos una oración. ¿Ok? Tenemos dos oraciones y queremos combinarla en solo una. Pero tenemos dos sujetos. Tenemos I approached the door. Y luego tenemos my heart was racing. Tenemos dos sujetos. Entonces, cuando queremos utilizar participle clauses y tenemos dos sujetos y queremos combinar dos oraciones, lo que hacemos es poner la participle clause después del segundo sujeto. ¿Ok? After the second subject. ¿Ok? Como pueden ver, la primera oración sigue exactamente igual con el primer sujeto, pero aquí reemplazamos was racing por solamente racing. ¿Ok? Y aquí las unimos con una coma. Ya no utilizamos un punto aparte porque estamos uniendo dos oraciones. Y la participle clause va después del segundo sujeto. ¿Ok? Y luego tenemos acá, C. They are used to condense long sentences. Esto es algo que dijimos para hacer que nuestra oración sea más corta, utilicemos menos palabras. And they are used to create dramatic descriptions. Este es otro uso que le podemos dar a este tipo de clauses. ¿Ok? Any questions until here? Okay, very good. So